need the power of Nick Cage for this video. Thank you. Welcome to So Bad It's Good Cinema. I'm Scotty, and you're not. And this finishes up this long-running Pick Your Poison challenge. There's a reason why I picked animated for the last slot. Pinocchio, a true story. A little backstory on this. So, about a month or two ago, maybe even just a month ago, a video popped up on Bionic Pig's channel reviewing this movie. I'm like, what is this? Watching this, I thought this was one of the weirdest Pinocchio movies I've ever seen. That's what it was. Within the same week, a few days later, because this happened over the weekend, like a Friday or Saturday, the next Wednesday, Nostalgia Critic reviewed it, and this piqued my interest. I'm like, if these two YouTube personalities are caught onto this, no one else has done it, by the way, I think I need this. I sought this out. I searched for it. I looked online. They wanted like a big price for it on eBay. So I looked on Walmart. I was going to order this from Walmart.com, but I found it at my Walmart. I sought it out. And then I made my son watch it with me, because that's what you do as a parent. Torture your children. And then we watched it. And then I got drunk. And I forgot it all, so I had to watch it again. So here I am to talk about this terrible movie. And I actually had to rewatch it again to make sure it would fit in the category of So Bad It's Good. And I believe it does. Because So Bad It's Good is a title you give a movie that's so bad, it's hilariously bad. From beginning to end, this movie is hilariously bad. It's one of those eye-rolling, oh my god, why am I watching this type of movies? To me, that's what this is. What is the story? No, I'm asking, what's the story? This movie is very... So, right away, as you can tell by the title, it says, a true story. This is the true story. And Tybalt, the horse, tells you right at the beginning when he narrates the beginning of this movie and nothing else, that this is the true story. There's no big nose. There's no talking cricket. There's no donkeys. No whale. None of that stuff. No. This, what is this? It's a good movie, but what? Who needs that when you have the real story, the true story of Pinocchio? So we have Geppetto, voiced by Tom Kenny, who is probably the best performance in this, and he is not in it nearly enough. He's talking about, he makes this little boy a puppet, and he says, what do I name it? How about Leonardo? He goes, no, if I do that, it'll be a bad actor, or be an angry actor, or a difficult to work with actor, or something like that, or a turtle, or a painter. Ha, 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 ha. The horse says, hey, your puppet's stupid. Tybalt the horse says, and Geppetto should have been like, hey, a talking horse, but no, he's not stupid. And so Geppetto fixes this thing for this fairy lady named, I don't give a shit. And she makes the puppet alive. And he comes to life like this. I'm alive! I'm a boy and I'm alive! That's exactly what he says. And right away, oh my god, am I watching this? Oh my god. My son and I laughed our asses off at that. It was just, alive! Boy, I'm alive! I had that as my ringtone. My notification ringtone for like a couple weeks. I'm alive, my boy, I'm alive! Just because it was so funny. So, from here, like day 2 later, all of a sudden, Pinocchio has just had enough. He's like, when can I go out and be on my own? That's how he says it. By the way, Pauly Shore voices Pinocchio, and John Heder and Napoleon Dynamite himself voices Tybalt the horse. And there's something you're going to notice when you start watching this film, and especially when it gets going and other characters show up. No one gives a fuck. None of the voice actors give two shits except for Tom Kenny, who I don't think can give a bad performance. I mean, he's SpongeBob, for God's sake. These voice actors give the blandest performance you have ever seen. I mean, like, you have Pauly Shore saying, "Oh, I don't think I should have been mean to Tybalt." That's basically what it comes out as. It's terrible. And then as you watch, you start to realize, and I didn't realize it, I'm ashamed. It took me halfway through the film to realize this. But you start to realize that the words don't match up with the moving of their lips. And if you do research, you find out, and if you think about it, this is actually, I realized that something was off. This is a Russian film, done in Russian, dubbed over in English. So the words don't mess up with the mouth because it's dubbed in English. And that's when I realized, they found the cheapest voice actors they could find, except for Tom Kenny. And that's why he has the least amount of time in this movie, because he was the most expensive, to come in and do the voices. And that's why no one gives a shit. They're getting a paycheck, and that's all they care about. Except for Tom Kenny, because he's a good voice actor. From here, Pinocchio decides, I'm going to go join the circus. And now we're taking plot points from Pinocchio and the Emperor of the Night. Because he joins the circus, and he is prompted by two talking animals. In this case, it's a cat and a wolf instead of a raccoon and a monkey, like in that movie. And there's even objects of his affection, the lovely Bella with the blue hair for some reason. And when I saw this cover, I'm like, oh, that's the blue fairy. No, this is love interest. The blue fairy's not even a blue fairy in this at all. He goes to the circus. He performs this trick, which is just the same animation done like 3 times. They showed at the beginning of the movie, showed here, showed at the end. And so he's out there, he's doing his, his thing, and he's performing. But then he wants to tell Bella, hey, I have feelings for you. And she doesn't. And then we get very convoluted because Bionic Pig tried to explain this. And when I rewatched this scene, I think I had the same sentiments, but it feels like she was supposed to overhear her father, or whatever he is, Mangiafuoco, which to me sounds like Italian pronunciation of motherfucker, but Mangiafuoco, talking to the animals, the cat and the wolf, the cat and the fox, about the plan, but it doesn't say anything about the plan. No, they're like, what if Pinocchio leaves? He won't leave. He's in love with Bella, and he'll stay for her because he loves her, and he won't leave without her or whatever. And she gets so upset, and then tells him off. Basically, tells him to go fuck off. But why did she get upset? Because she didn't hear the plan. And even then, a couple scenes later, you have the cat and the wolf basically telling Pinocchio, even after we've already found out that, he's going to stay because he loves her, right? He has feelings for Bella. He tells her, you'll never get Bella. She doesn't like you. You'll never get her because you're a stupid puppet. But they want him to stay. But he leaves. And he and Tybalt get in an argument for 2 seconds and then come back together again because, I don't know, the writers of this movie is stupid. And then they decide, hey, and they get told by a random clown guy, hey, you go find this fairy chick and she'll turn you into a real boy. So they spend the next 20 minutes of this movie trying to find her, and they find her and she says, I can't do it. So that was 20 minutes wasted. So he goes back to the circus because he finds out the truth. The Mangiafuoco is distracting the people with his performance so they can pickpocket him. So what is their master plan? To sing a song about it. Also, by the way, they find out that he says he doesn't want to do it, but they find out that he has Geppetto held hostage for some reason. So he has to do it, but then they decide to sing a song, "You're all getting robbed," or something like that. Then this is the point of the movie where I'm like, shoot me. I'm like, looked at the time, I'm like, shoot me. Find a gun, shoot me. I can't, no. This is, but it's eye-rollingly, enjoyably bad. It's just so, oh my God. This was a cash grab. Has to be a cash grab. There's no way they intended this to be a serious film. The bad voice acting. Like I said, it's just a Russian film redubbed in English to make money. People say, oh, Pinocchio, that new Disney movie's coming out. No, this ain't it. Don't buy this. Also, I forgot another subplot. There is this policeman who shows up at Pinocchio's house at the beginning of the movie and automatically suspects that something's going on. Even though there's no reason to suspect that. But he does anyway. And then he points the finger at Pinocchio. He thinks Pinocchio is the one stealing from them because it happens at this show with Pinocchio's in Pinocchio's doing it. Even though he has no evidence to support that. And then in the most unbelievable plot twist, it's revealed that he is Bella's daughter, but neither of them recognize each other. Maybe because she was a baby. That he's like, oh, I had a daughter. Her name was Bella. Oh, okay. Why? And like I said, there's a narration at the beginning, but not the end because they forgot. I don't know. I don't care. This movie is enjoyable bad. That's all I can say. It fits this category so bad it's good because it just how terrible it is and how it just becomes laughable. You sit through this and you wonder, why would this get made? And then you remember cash grab. And you had to pay $15 for this at a Walmart. Guys, this does fit. I know I said don't watch it, but honestly, watch it at least once. Because it is so terrible. You have to see this for yourself. That's why I bought this. I had to see it for myself. I had to see how bad it is. It's one of those things, oh, it's so bad. Well, I got to see it, right? So at least watch it once, right? I had to call on the strength of Nicolas Cage to get me to review this. So, yeah, I would say watch it once. Hey, bring the kids. Torture them too. Why not? Hey, we're entitled to it as parents, right? We can make our kids sit through this shit, right? But yeah, it has the honor of becoming my second, or number 2, in my series of So Bad It's Good, and it fits. Trust me, it do. So, yeah, what are your thoughts on this? Leave no comments below. On Pinocchio, a true story, because it's the true story, guys. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, there is something else at the end. There's a fire. Pinocchio dies. The fairy brings him back as a human boy. Apparently he had it in him the whole time, so we're stealing from the Wizard of Oz now. Just saying. Forgot to mention that part. But anyway, thank you for watching. I've been Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.